speedrun as soon as we enter the green door. And there we go. That's our time. So our dude wakes up and realizes it was all just a dream, which is probably a good thing because that was actually terrifying. And I guess maybe now he's past his childhood trauma or something. I don't really know. But he's able to really start living his life without the constant threat of the neighbor over him. At least, again, I think that's what's happening. I don't really know. This game is so confusing. And if we look on speedrun.com, we'll see that while we didn't get the greatest place, we still did pretty good. I would have grinded out the game some more, but the mannequin room was completely destroying me. Yeah, that RNG hurts. But hey, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe.
Red Ball is a physics-based platformer that was released in 2009. Based on the Box 2D physics engine, the game is known for having extremely satisfying, intuitive gameplay that allows the player to command an immense amount of control. Over the past 12 years, through large-scale community efforts of glitch hunting, strat finding, and dedicated running, the 12 main levels of the game have been conquered by human hands in less than 3 minutes. With such a dedicated following, it would make sense that Red Ball would have a TAS, or tool-assisted speedrun as well, where a sequence of inputs are programmed ahead of time and read by the game with the goal of creating the best theoretical completion of a video game. With how optimized Red Ball is as a speed game, with top times being just seconds apart, one would probably expect this tool-assisted speedrun to be just a moderate improvement. With the game as basic as Red Ball, you would probably expect the tassing scene behind it to be pretty simple. However, thanks to the immense dedication of a select group of individuals, Red Ball's nature as a physics sandbox has been thoroughly exploited in order to produce a TAS of just 2 minutes and 28 seconds, 25 seconds faster than the real-time world record performed by Carmel. In this video, we will go level by level through the current Red Ball TAS, thoroughly analyzing every single glitch, strategy, and technique that is used, which will include a detailed technical explanation of why the infamous spike glitch works. A glitch that can seemingly grant Red Ball invincibility to spikes just by briefly pausing the game. This is the Red Ball tool-assisted speedrun world record fully explained. Firstly, it is important to provide some background on the Flash game tassing scene as a whole and the challenges that we have faced in order to actually produce a TAS of Red Ball. The vast majority of games are tasked using some kind of emulator that supports it. Tassers use emulator functions such as save states, slowdown, and frame advance in order to craft the desired inputs, which can be saved, shared, and played back at any time. Unfortunately, it is currently impossible to TAS the majority of Flash games using this method. The best platform for speedrunning Flash games, the official standalone Adobe Flash player, does not support any tassing functions, unsurprisingly. The 3 Flash game emulators currently in existence, those being GNash, Lightspark, and Ruffle, have extremely poor compatibility with the immense Flash game library. Both GNash and Ruffle only support most ActionScript 1 and 2 games, essentially only reaching Flash games from versions 1 through 8, which does not include Red Ball. And though Lightspark does technically support ActionScript 3, it doesn't really produce the greatest results. Not to mention that none of these emulators have any tassing capabilities. Thankfully, libTAS, a Linux-based piece of software intended to provide TAS tools to games, has been able to link with GNash to allow TASes of games like Webzy's Amazing Adventure to be created. Unfortunately, for Red Ball, this leaves no deterministic external measures for producing a TAS. So, in February of 2021, the game itself was modified in order to program in necessary tassing capabilities like save states, frame advance, input writing, and input loading. The TAS hack went through dozens of iterations, with new features constantly being added like a timer, velocity information, contact body information, hitboxes, contact points, and most recently, an accurate visualizer for how Spike Glitch is actually working in real time. On a detailed view of the hack, you will find an input display here, the current level time here, Red Ball's X, Y, and rotational velocity values here, his corresponding positional values here, and his object contact